Syracuse, Sicily. Your ship docks right on Ortygia, a small island that has been continuously inhabited for 2,700 years. Most cruisers walk the main square, take a photo of the cathedral, and get back on the ship. They miss the Temple of Apollo, they miss Arancini, and they miss the fact that Archimedes lived and died on the streets they just walked. By the end of this, you'll get it right. Welcome to Travel Day Trip Ideas. We're about to break down what to do, what to skip, and whether to DIY or take a tour. If that helps, hit subscribe. It really helps us grow. Let's jump in. Step off the ship in Syracuse, and the clock starts ticking. Every cruise line posts a strict all-aboard time at the gangway. Miss it, and the ship will leave without you. Here, you dock at Porto Grande, right on the edge of Ortygia. There is no cruise shuttle waiting, and you do not need one. The walk from the pier to the heart of Ortygia takes about 12 minutes at a steady pace, flat ground and easy to follow. But here's the catch: never trust your phone's clock. Ship time and local Sicilian time can be different, especially if your phone auto updates. That is the #1 way people get stranded in Sicilian ports. Always set your watch to the ship's clock before you walk off. Double-check the official all-aboard time posted at the gangway and budget your day around it. With that handled, you can walk with confidence. No need to waste time hunting for taxis or shuttles. The best of Syracuse is right ahead and you are already on the clock. Step onto the pavement and you are already facing the decision: do you walk or grab a taxi? For Ortygia, you do not need wheels. The route is flat, direct, and easy to follow, about 900 meters from the pier exit to the old heart of the island. Just follow the bayfront promenade, keeping the water on your left. In less than 15 minutes at a relaxed pace, you will cross the single bridge, Ponte Umbertino, over the canal. There is no confusion here. One bridge straight ahead. No turns to get lost. If you are worried about mobility or running late, local taxis line up near the port. But for most, the walk is simple and more rewarding. The sidewalk is smooth, with benches and a few shade trees along the way. You will pass small boats bobbing at the quay and see Ortygia's limestone arches rising ahead. In under a quarter of an hour, you are standing right at the threshold of ancient Syracuse, ready for your first real stop. You can't miss it. Right at the entrance to Ortygia, the Temple of Apollo cuts through the city noise with its 2 ancient Doric columns and a scatter of stone blocks. This isn't a museum or a paid site. There is no ticket, no barrier, no need to plan ahead. The ruins are right at street level, just off Piazza Pancalli, and you can walk the entire perimeter in a couple of minutes. These stones have been here since the early 6th century BC, making this the oldest Doric temple in Sicily and one of the oldest in all of Europe. If you want proof that Syracuse really was a Greek city, this is it. The yellowish stone is rough from thousands of years of weather and war. You're looking at the same columns that saw the city's founding, Roman conquest, and centuries of change. This spot delivers a hit of real antiquity before you've even broken a sweat. Snap a photo, circle the fence, and let it sink in. You have already stood face to face with 2,600 years of history, and you have only just started your day. Walk straight into Piazza del Duomo and you are surrounded by honey-colored stone, but the real surprise is built right into the cathedral walls. Here, the ancient city of Syracuse comes alive in a way you can actually see and almost touch. Look up at the left side of the cathedral's facade. Those massive fluted columns are not just decoration. They are the real Doric columns from the Temple of Athena, built around 480 BC, when Syracuse was a Greek powerhouse. You will spot 14 of these columns running down the side wall, and more inside if you pay €2 to enter. Some are so close you can run your hand along the grooves, feeling where ancient masons carved them nearly 2,500 years ago. The stone is rough, warm from the sun, and pitted by centuries of wind. Baroque arches and Christian statues wrap around the Greek core. but the bones of the temple are plain as day. In less than 10 minutes, you have connected with the oldest part of Syracuse you can actually reach. No ticket lines, no barriers, just you, the columns, and the weight of centuries. This is the moment most people realize Syracuse is not just another photo stop. It is real, layered, and still standing right in front of you. Just a 2-minute walk from the cathedral square, you will find something that does not fit the stone and arch script of old Syracuse, the Fountain of Arethusa. This spring sits right at the edge of Ortygia, overlooking the sea. What makes it special is not just the myth, though the story of the nymph Arethusa fleeing a river god is plastered on every local souvenir. The real surprise is the thicket of green papyrus growing straight out of the water. This is one of the only spots in Europe where papyrus grows wild, not in a greenhouse or botanical garden, but right here, free to see. Pause here for a minute. You get a break from the heat, a view of the bay, and a pocket of greenery that is totally unexpected after all that limestone. It is a quick, calming stop before the pace picks up again and the smells of Sicilian food start pulling you toward the market. You can smell the Ortygia market before you see it. Salt air from the bay mixes with the sharp tang of blood oranges, frying bread, and the clean snap of fresh fish on ice. This is not a tourist show, it is where locals buy lunch. If you want to eat well and fast, skip the sit-down restaurants in the first square. That is mistake number 2. The best move is to head straight for a pasticceria counter or the market stalls. Here, Arancini, those golden deep-fried rice balls, go for €2 to €3.50 each. Fillings can include ragu, mozzarella, peas, sometimes pistachio. Grab one and eat it standing at the counter just like everyone else. No need to ask for a table. The counter person might crack a joke if you hesitate. Mangia qui o porti via? It means eat here or take it away. The answer is always here, right now, hot from the fryer. The market is quick, cheap, and full of energy. Get your food, soak in the sounds, and let the mix of citrus, bread, and sea tell you exactly where you are. This is the taste of Syracuse, no reservations needed. Archimedes was born right here in Syracuse, and he spent his whole life walking these same streets. He wasn't some distant math genius from a textbook. He was a real guy, famous for building war machines and solving problems for his hometown. When the Romans laid siege to Syracuse, Archimedes held them off for years with inventions like giant cranes and catapults, but the end came fast. In 212 BC, as Roman soldiers finally broke into the city, Archimedes was so deep in thought, sketching geometry in the sand, that he did not notice danger closing in. He told a soldier, "Don't disturb my circles," and then the soldier killed him on the spot. That story is not just legend, it is in Plutarch and Livy, straight from ancient sources. When you walk through Ortygia, you are moving through the exact place where Archimedes lived, worked, and died. It is personal history right under your feet. If you are thinking about adding Neapolis Archaeological Park to your day, check your time in port first. If you have less than 5 hours, skip it. Ortygia alone fills your day without stress. With 7 hours or more, Neapolis is worth considering. The park sits about 2 kilometers from the Ortygia Bridge, so you are looking at a 25-minute walk each way or a quick taxi ride. Tickets are €13.50, and the main highlights are the Greek Theater, the Ear of Dionysius Cave, and the Roman Amphitheater. You will want at least 2 hours inside to do it justice. Always leave a 30 to 45-minute buffer before all aboard. Do not risk mistake number 3, wandering too far and missing your ship. If you want my recommended tours or guides, check the links in the description. I would love to hear your plan. Leave a comment below with how you would spend your day in Syracuse. Thanks for watching. If you want a little help making the day smoother, we've linked our recommended local tours in the description below. And the next cruise port guide is on screen. Click that and let's plan your next stop.